Hey there, it's me Eden. Welcome to Crossdressing Adventure Stories. Today I'm going to share with you cross-dressing adventure story called Wife Hypnotized Husband to Wear Women's Dresses, Part 4, brought to you by Alana. So, if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing and be a part of our inclusive community. You just look so darling in that dress, she said. That's it, he said, standing up. You see? You laugh at me in this dress, and you haven't laughed at me in 3 or 4 days. That does it. I'm changing. I'm putting on another dress. Fine. You're a grown-up. Wear whatever dress you like, she said. He stormed into the bedroom. Then he came out a few minutes later and said, "Unzip me." She unzipped his dress. He went into the bedroom and came out in his blue satin dress with a button front. It was just about the only dress he owned that he could put on himself, except for the blue polyester dress he took a shower in every morning. He was still wearing his pink high heels. "Honey, change your shoes. You can't wear pink heels with a blue dress. Wear your black pumps." "This is what I'm wearing," he said, and sat down to dinner. "Honey, what if someone comes by? Everyone knows I pick out your clothes for you. This reflects badly on me." "Tough," he said, and resumed eating. Thursday Gloria had him wear his low-cut tight-fitting black satin sheath with long sleeves, along with his black patent leather heels. His dress had a sexy lustrous metallic sheen to it. It was very short and it had just a little bit of spandex for a tight fit. When he got home, he said, "Gloria, the place is a mess." "Why is it always a mess here?" "Well," she said, "why don't you slip into a cute little French maid's outfit and clean up around here, then?" "Shut up. Hey, you're pretty close to it already in that sexy dress. Just add an apron and a little maid's cap and a feather duster and you're ready to go. Or maybe a pinafore. Oh, you'd look so cute." "Knock it off," he said, and stormed into his study, which is where he always went when he got sick of Gloria's mocking. Friday Gloria had him wear his long-sleeved pink satin mini dress, with pink high heels. When she applied his makeup, she said, "I thought I'd try something a little new." Carl looked at it. "Pink lipstick? Matches your dress." The dress wasn't belted, but Gloria had done a good job of altering it so it fit him pretty well, even though it was a little tight. He did like the fact that it was a lot easier to walk in a mini dress, because he could take a full stride, but he felt a lot more exposed, like he was naked. All day at work he kept self-consciously tugging down his skirt, even when he was by himself. His dress was just barely long enough to cover his short slip. After dinner he asked her if she had any more humiliating things planned for him this weekend. "No, nothing planned." "Why?" "Because I'm wearing this dress all weekend." "Okay." "You like it that much, Carl?" "No, I don't like it that much. I'm tired of risking stomach cramps every time I take off my dress. I'm going to wear the same dress all weekend and I'm not going to shower. I'll shave, but that's it." "Fine. I was just wondering if you'd finally started to relax a little about wearing dresses. Maybe even started to enjoy it." "Enjoy it? Enjoy it?" He stood up from the dinner table and looked down at himself. "What is there to enjoy? My shoulders hurt from my stupid bra, my legs itch from my stupid pantyhose. I'm always freezing to death in these skimpy dresses you pick out for me. I can't take a deep breath because of my damn girdle. My dresses are so tight I can barely walk. My feet have been killing me for 2 weeks straight, and as if that weren't enough, I've got these terrible painful stomach cramps to deal with. My time of the month is every damn day. Every time I take off my dress I have to worry if I'm changing into another dress fast enough to avoid these horrible stomach pains. The only time I get to take off my high heels is to put on another pair of heels. My aching feet get a few seconds of relief when I wiggle my toes, and that's it. You don't have it any worse than any other woman. I'm not a woman, damn it. Show me the woman who has to put on a dress and pantyhose and a slip and high heels before she takes a shower. I've almost slipped 3 times in the shower in my damn heels. Show me the woman who has to sleep in a dress. Show me the woman who has to wear a bra and a girdle and pantyhose and a slip and high heels to bed. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 2 weeks. Show me the woman who can't take off her high heels for more than 10 seconds. Show me the woman who can't even put on a lousy pair of pants without collapsing to the floor in agony. I swear I'm gonna go crazy if I keep having to wear dresses and nylons and lipstick. Come on, Carl, after 2 weeks of wearing dresses you can't tell me that you don't enjoy slipping into a brand new frilly dress. Just a little bit. I hate it. How many different ways can I say this? I hate wearing dresses. You're just like those stupid women who keep coming by my office and treating me like I'm a girl, just because I'm dressed like one. They keep bringing their stupid fashion magazines and wanting to talk about hemlines. What the hell do I care about hemlines? As long as my skirt is long enough so my slip doesn't show, that's all I need to know about hemlines. Okay, if you don't like wearing dresses, why do you keep saying my dresses or my pantyhose or my slip? Because they are mine. What kind of a question is that? You bought them for me, but I'm the one who has to wear them. You couldn't wear any of my dresses, they're too big for you. Just because I say I'm wearing my pink satin dress, that's supposed to mean I like wearing dresses? That's crazy. As soon as Dr. Specs releases me from this hell on earth, I'm going to take my dresses and my pantyhose and my lingerie and my high-heeled pumps, and put them all in a big pile in the backyard, and douse them with kerosene, and turn them into my bonfire. I dare you to say I like wearing dresses, then. Carl concluded the argument by storming past her into his study and locking the door. On Saturday morning, Carl was mowing the lawn in his pink satin mini dress. It was difficult mowing in high heels. He had to practically walk on tiptoe all afternoon. It was looking overcast, storm clouds were coming in, and it looked like it could rain any moment, so Carl wanted to get the lawn mowed before the rain started. He barely noticed his wife getting into the car to go shopping. Carl didn't finish before the rain started. It was pouring down pretty heavy, so he thought he'd better shut off the mower and go inside to wait out the rain. He ran to the house as fast as his high heels could carry him. His dress was getting soaked, and so were his legs. He got to the back door, and it was locked. That's strange, he thought, and went around to the front door. It was locked as well. He looked for the key under the mat. It was gone. He thought he better take shelter in the garage. He got there, and the damn garage door was locked. It was never locked. That bitch locked me out, he thought. What does she think she's proving by doing this? He tried to take shelter under the eaves, but he hadn't cleaned his gutters, and the water was flowing off the roof and blowing onto him. He was freezing. His dress was soaked, his pantyhose were soaked, he was soaked through and through. If he wasn't stuck in a dress, he'd go over to his next-door neighbor Jim and ask if he could wait out the rain. But now he was embarrassed to be seen. He took a look. His neighbor was home. The hell with it. He decided he wasn't going to stand out in the rain and freeze in his skimpy short satin dress, just because his wife had decided to play games with him. Any embarrassment would be better than this. It couldn't possibly be worse than what he went through every day at work. He ran to his next-door neighbor's house and pounded on the side door. He tugged down his dress as he waited for his neighbor. When Jim came to the door, Carl said, "Jim, my wife locked me out and I'm sorry I'm wearing this dress and all, but I'd like to come in and get dry, okay? Thank you." He pushed past Jim and went inside, dripping all over the floor. Jim looked him over from wig to high heels. When Carl looked back, Jim looked away. Then Carl looked down at himself. "I'm sorry about this," said Carl. "This is really embarrassing." "No, it's fine." Jim glanced at Carl's legs. When Carl saw him doing it, Jim looked away again. Then Carl reached down and tugged at his skirt self-consciously. "Why did I have to be wearing pink?" Carl thought. "Why don't I get you a towel?" said Jim. "No, that's okay," said Carl, but Jim was off to the bathroom and back with a large yellow towel. He gave it to Carl, though he sort of looked away from him as he handed him the towel. Jim clearly didn't know where to look. They were both embarrassed. Carl took the towel and dried himself off, especially his legs. He took off one pink high-heeled pump and poured the water out of it, then put it back on and did the same with his other pump. Carl noticed Jim taking another look at his legs. "I'm sorry, I'm getting water all over," said Carl. "That's okay. Why don't you sit down?" Carl grabbed a chair and sat. He held his knees tightly together. "Your clothes are all wet," said Jim. "I don't suppose my wife, Melissa, she's got some, I mean she's a size 6, I don't know if that would work." "No, it wouldn't work," said Carl. "Sorry. I don't know how all this works, exactly. I'm really sorry this happened to you." "So am I. I can't believe my wife locked me out like that. She must have done it on purpose. I don't know what she thinks she's accomplishing by doing this. She makes me so damn mad. I notice you don't cross your legs the way a woman does." "That's because I'm a man," said Carl. Jim looked away, out of embarrassment. Then Carl looked away, then Jim took another look at Carl's legs. Carl noticed him doing it, and self-consciously tugged at his short skirt, again. "Jim, this is embarrassing enough without you looking at my legs all the time." "I'm sorry. I don't have any choice in wearing a dress, but you don't have to look at my legs." "You didn't have to wear a dress that short, did you?" Jim said, and immediately regretted saying it. Carl looked down at himself. "It's easier to walk in a short dress," said Carl, irritably. "I'm sorry for saying that. You don't have to explain anything to me. You think I'm wearing my short dress so I can show off my legs, so you can look at them? Is that what you think?" "No, of course not. You're doing it again." "Sorry," said Jim, and looked away from Carl's legs. Carl stood up and said, "Everyone laughs at me at work. I'd rather have laughter than that creepy behavior. Sorry. It's just I have kind of a thing for women in wet clothes. Especially, you know, legs." Carl started pacing back and forth, exasperated. "That's crazy. I'm not a woman, and I don't like you looking at me that way. My legs don't look any different from any other man's legs. Except pantyhose. I don't have any choice in that. If you can't tell the difference between my legs and a woman's legs, you've got a problem. You're the one with the problem, not me. Sorry." Look, let's just take it easy. Have a seat. Maybe you can put a towel over your legs. Oh, fine. You can't stop staring at M unless I cover them up. So it's my fault, now? Just sit down. Please. I'll try not to look anymore. Carl went back to the chair, looked down, and saw something that scared the hell out of him. A big damn rat, crawling right next to his foot. And what he did next was pure reflex, and it made him angry at himself when he did it. He jumped up on top of the chair. It's one thing to deal with a rat when you're in jeans and work boots, but when you've got on nothing but sheer pantyhose to protect you from a rat biting your leg, it's a different situation. Jim grabbed a heavy frying pan from the stove and smashed the rodent. He picked up the dead creature by the tail and threw it in the trash basket under the sink. Carl got down off the chair and said, "I don't know what made me do that." "That's okay. Perfectly natural." Carl turned on Jim and started taking a few steps towards him. "Perfectly natural," he said. "Perfectly natural for a woman, you mean?" "I didn't say that." "Why not?" "What, did you think I wasn't a woman or something? I've got these beautiful legs you can't keep your eyes off of. I'm wearing pantyhose." "Do men wear pantyhose?" "Are you wearing pantyhose?" "Of course not." "So I must be a woman, right?" "Take it easy, Carl," said Jim, taking a few steps back. Carl kept advancing on him. "Why, Jim? Do you still think I'm not a woman, or something? I'm wearing a dress, aren't I? I'm wearing a bra. What reason would a man have for wearing a bra? I have on a slip, Jim. You don't believe me? Here it is." He slid his damp dress up a few inches, revealing his short, lacy satin slip. "Carl, come on. Take it easy. Aren't I pretty enough for you, Jim? Is that it? You like looking at my legs well enough. Don't you think I'm pretty, Jim? Don't you want to kiss me, Jim?" "Carl, stop." Carl grabbed him and pulled him closer and said, "Come on, kiss me, Jim. Don't shy away from me. Don't you want to kiss me, Jim?" "Would you two rather be alone?" said Gloria, looking in from the side door. "Gloria," said Carl and let go of Jim. "I understand." "Three's a crowd," said Gloria, and laughed. She headed back to the house. Carl went out the door and ran after her. The rain had stopped. That wasn't what it looked like. "Look, if you'd rather get involved with Jim, I'm not going to stand in the way of romance, but Melissa will be heartbroken," said Gloria, laughing. "You locked me out. I was freezing to death. So you just decided to go next door and kiss a man. Why the hell did you lock me out?" "Just being secure. Look, please don't tell anyone about this." "I don't know. I'll think about it." "Please, Gloria." "I said I'll think about it." They both went inside, and Carl went right to the tub and took a hot bath to warm up, not bothering to change into his blue polyester dress. While he was soaking, Gloria came in. She held up an ugly blue bridesmaid's dress. "You wanted me to keep it to myself," she said. "This is the price. My sister needs another bridesmaid at her wedding." Carl stared at her and stared at the ugly blue dress. "But that's 2 months away. 3, actually. I could be cured by then. Specs could be out of his coma, and I could be a normal man again. Then think of it as a nostalgic return to pantyhose." Carl considered, and said, "No. I'm not doing it." "Okay. Don't say I didn't give you a chance." Carl continued soaking, and Gloria left to use the phone. It was late, and Carl was tired. He sat soaking for a while. Eventually, he got out of the tub and dried himself off as well as he could. Gloria was off the phone by that time, so she helped him change into some dry lingerie and a new silk dress. Then they both went to sleep. That's all for now. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Oh yes, please like and subscribe to my channel. And also share your feedback, it really means a lot to me.